So you want to move into your main topic?
All right. My main topic, it's all about what does it mean to have a versatile amp?
Means it does a lot of things.
No, no, no. So I think my definition of this has totally changed.
Okay.
All right. So when I was first playing, I don't even remember. I had a Line 6 Spider, okay? Technically, that's versatile.
It is.
It has any effect you want. It wasn't very inspiring to me, though.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
Newsflash.
yeah. Also, when the fuse broke, you
Yeah.
know, it was less inspiring because it didn't work.
Yeah.
So that is technically a versatile amp, right? But I wanted something with like an actually good sound to it. So then I bought this Bogner Alchemist, and it is extremely versatile. All right, so it's got a clean, a dirty channel. It's got a boost on it, um, and then it's got delay and reverb in it. It is very versatile. It's hefty. This amp, it's a 1x12, but man,
You know
it feels about like a twin. I'm sure it's not that heavy. Probably at least an AC15, maybe an AC30, probably between that weight.
Hmm.
It is a super versatile amp, and I thought to myself, because I've been looking at selling it, I want another versatile amp because all my other amps, you know, they're very niche related. Like, you know, I've got a Bassman, it's very high headroom and it's loud. I've got a Tweed, which, you know, most gigs I can't even turn it but to like 2. So I've been looking at, can I get a versatile amp? I've got this Bogner Alchemist that is technically versatile, but would I want something with a, you know, a direct out, you know, like maybe a Runt 50
Yeah.
or 20?
Maybe that Supro we were just talking about.
Well, maybe. Does
I know. I know what you're saying.
But like, you know, do I want a Princeton Tone Master? That's super versatile because you can change the attenuation on it. So I just thought about like, what does it mean to have a versatile amp to you? Do you want something with a lot of options, like a Line 6 Spider, a Bogner Alchemist, because it just has delay reverb, but it's got 2 different channels? Do you want something with a master that's versatile enough for you? Like, what are you looking for? Because me personally, I can't decide.
It's kind of tricky to think about versatile amp and what it means. Because there's a few categories, really. So there is the do-it-all, as in like master volume, multiple channels, got reverb in it. And that to me is like, yes, it's very versatile, direct outs, all kinds of things like that. Of course, that's versatile. You got a lot of things, but I'm never going to play a gig. Never. Very rarely in a circumstance, I'm going to go play a gig with no pedal board. So do I really need something that's channel switching and does all, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure I need that. I'm not sure I need a Bogner Alchemist that has a delay and a reverb built in it plus multiple channels. Because I'm probably going to take at least my small board, you know, that has 5 pedals on it, 6 pedals on it.
Let me stop you just for a minute. I also think it's fair to say if you don't have a board, you do want all those options.
Yeah, you probably do.
Like, if I'm plugging straight into the amp, that Alchemist is perfect.
Yeah, it would be perfect for that, but I'm not going to do that.
Okay, go ahead.
So yes, that's very versatile, but it's not versatile in my world because I'm probably honestly going to find the channel and setting I like out of that the most and where I think the amp sounds the best, and I'm going to leave it. I'm not even going to change channels. I'm not going to add the delay on it. I'll use the reverb that's in it, but then I'm just going to move on from there. So when I think about versatile amps today, I kind of look at what is the best sound I can get out of this amp that my pedals work well with, that everything's going to be okay for the gig volume. I like the idea of a master volume because, yes, that does make it more versatile for sure. But most of the amps that I really love the sound of don't have masters. So I think for me, a versatile amp needs to have headroom. It needs to be loud. Like louder than what the gig is going to ask for.
Sure.
So even though your deluxe your Tweed Deluxe is too loud for some gigs. I would rather have that than something that's maxing out its headroom.
I agree.
I need something that at its base sound, I love the sound of. And if I get those two things, that's really about as versatile as I need it to be.
That could literally be any amp.
It can almost... well,
You're saying, like,
you say that.
as long as it's loud enough.
And I love the bass sound. That's as versatile as I need an amp to be today. It is.
I don't think... No. I don't ascribe to that.
Okay. Well, what do you
That
think?
is not versatile. That is literally any amp you just described.
Okay, but... You know what? It wouldn't work...
This is versatile.
Yeah, it is.
Whoops.
It is. It is kind of versatile in some ways. You're right. But it's not going to... So you got to have the amp for the right gig, is what I'm saying, though, at the same time. If you're
Okay.
going to do what I'm talking about and make a versatile amp work like that, it's got to be the right amp for the gig. This Marshall isn't the right amp for every gig, and I'm fully aware of that. That Deluxe works at dang near every gig I ever am going to play at. It's very versatile in that fact, but it doesn't have a master. It doesn't have a bunch of extra effects on it. But it's just loud enough to do the job. If I need to play any louder than that Deluxe is going to be, I probably need to mic it anyway. Now, if you're playing silent stages, if you're playing something where you're going into the mains all the time, if you're playing somewhere small or like crazy amounts of different places and you need one amp to do it, then you need the master volume. Then you need the direct out. Then you need maybe channel switching options. But I'm not doing that. I'm playing similar sized venues pretty regularly, and I just need an amp that's going to fall in that kind of spot, or have a couple amps that I can switch between. So for my needs, my versatile amp is completely different than what some people would call a versatile amp. Maybe that explains it a little bit more.
Yeah. You are very different, because I think a lot of people would say Boss Katana. Right? Because it has some effects in there. It has channel switching. I mean, that is a very versatile amp.
Very much so.
But that's more versatility than you need.
Yeah, I'm not going to use it.
Yeah. So that's pretty much where I am with my Alchemist right now. It's really heavy, and granted, it's got the headroom. We don't have to worry about that.
I would almost say your boss. I would almost say that your Bogner Alchemist is not versatile.
Why?
It sucks to carry. It's in a road case, which is nice because you can roll it in places. But if you got to go upstairs, if you got to go
It's a nightmare.
wherever, loading it in and out
Nightmare.
sucks. You've got a big foot switch you got to, deal with and move it around in cables. Yeah, you've got a direct out you can use if you need to, or you can mic and do all these things. You've got all these knobs to get all situated and whatnot, but you're probably using one sound, right?
I am.
And
Right now. Now, back in the day, I used all of it.
right. And, you're finding your master to hit what you need for the club or the venue or whatever you're playing at, and you're kind of leaving it there, I would almost say it's not real versatile in the fact of, yeah, of course you can get lots of sounds, but it doesn't really fit a lot of these gigs.
Not the ones I'm currently playing.
Yeah.
The thing is, I feel like if I were playing like Fusion, or not that I'm going to
Oh,
play
yeah. You're a big Fusion player.
prog rock, I don't know. Like, if I was playing a very different style of music, it would fit the bill better than what I have.
Yeah.
So I'm just, not that I don't know. I go back and forth on, do I need this amp, or can I put it towards a fund of something else? Because this Tweed Deluxe I have, it is not versatile whatsoever. I mean, it's just the sound and that's it. So part of me wants to put the funds towards a Princeton, because at least it's got reverb and it's got tremolo, and regardless, I know that sound won't be a big issue.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think my view of what a versatile amp and what I need has changed. And I think that's really what I'm trying to get at for you all is, if you want a versatile amp, you have to decide how you want to go about it, because there's versatility in like having to plug straight into the amp and having everything you need, right? There's people that want their pedals because that's their mainstay and they're going to plug that into their amp. So as long as the versatility of the amp and the pedals together is enough for them, then that's another thing too. Or if you're, Wes Montgomery and you just need to plug straight into an amp and no pedals and it's not very versatile, well, that's your prerogative. But I think you need to decide as a player what is going to fit the bill for you and the gear that you have currently. Because if you don't have any pedals, your versatile amp is going to be like a Boss Katana.
You need something with more options.
Yeah. But if you have some pedals and you have some options there, then maybe you can have a less versatile amp because you've got stuff at your disposal.
Yeah, that makes sense. And maybe the versatility thing too falls to, is it versatile?
Two falls to?
Also, I'm confused now. So maybe it also falls to, can you take it to a bunch of gigs? Like, is it easy to load in and out? Is it easy to set up for your situation? Are you playing that silent stage?
See, and that's a lot of it too. What is your scenario?
Yeah.
And the gigs that you play?
Yeah, versatility is different for different players.
Completely.
Well, this kind of fell into a different place than I thought it was going to.
Yep.
All right, well, we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.